Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. Just want to say thank you so much for all of your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscription, especially your comments, because it's you sharing your lives with me. It really means a lot to me that you guys support my work, that you resonate with what I do, that you are here for me every single week, every single month, every single live read, all of the videos that I do. That's a really humbling experience for me, and I just want to say this heartfelt message to all of you this week. So truly, from the bottom of my depths, the depths of my bottom of my heart, thank you so much for everything that you do for me. With that said, if you want to book a reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you, my dear Librans. What is going on for you? And this week you get the Hanged Man, right? So this is another week for you to take it easy. I mean, at the end of the day, take it while it lasts, right? Whenever you get these passes from the universe, whenever you get this slow down energy, sometimes it can be frustrating, especially when you want to move ahead with something, right? Or when you want to get things going, or you want to get things started. Excuse me. Ooh. Energy shift. But when you get the Hanged Man, it asks you to take a moment, to take a beat. It tells you to take that moment of stasis, to really look at and observe everything that's happening around you. This could be a very big week for spirituality for a lot of you, where you really start to go inward and ask yourself some of the bigger questions. You know, who am I now? Where is it that I go from here? If you find yourself being very reflective and pensive this week, that's what the Hanged Man is bringing you, right? So in terms of your destiny card, let's see what the context is. What does this relate to? How does it shape up? Or, you know, what does it talk about? This week it is the Page of Cups, right? So this is really not only searching your feelings, but it's also you asking yourself, how can you be more creative in your life? If you feel like things have become stagnant, find your source of inspiration and creativity. Now, in stark difference, because the Page of Wands is very creative, but it's creative in the doing, right? So you would be talking about things like dance and drama and music and arts and all of that sort of stuff. Whereas the Page of Cups is more about the intuitive side, the imaginative side. Pay attention to your daydreams this week. Pay attention to your, moments where you float off in reverie, because sometimes I mean, I think it was Einstein that said, if you don't have an imagination, you'll never find a winning idea. I'm seriously paraphrasing there, but you kind of get my drift. And this week, if you can allow yourself to do that, have moments where you daydream, have moments where you chuck ideas and concepts around in your mind. This is a week for you to tap into that intuition and the imagination and really utilize them to your highest good. So when I talk about creativity, this week it's about letting your mind drift into something. If there's a problem that you're faced with this week, even if it's the most highly logical thing, that if it's, something, let's say it's about tax or monies or earnings or whatever, find a creative solution. Allow your mind, even allow your spirit to sort of chuck around ideas, to play around with concepts, to see what other information comes to you. I kind of feel like this week you're being told, whatever your real world problem, and I'm not saying that you're going to have them, but we all have things to work through every day. Whatever your real world challenge is, you need to think about using your intuition, your imagination, and your creativity to solve it. If you utilize those internal gifts, you will get a much better answer than if you try to approach it with just your mind, right? So let's have a look behind the scenes. What does your insight card have to say for you this week? Ooh, okay, and you've got the Knight of Cups, right? So this is fantastic. It does suggest you will not only have, it kind of suggests to me, you're going to get an invite this week and somebody's going to say, oh, you know, I'm going to do this, I really want you to come. And a part of you might think, oh, that's really childish. Like, why would I, you know, I'm a grown up. Why would I want to do that? Go along, because it's going to incite and excite some sort of intuitive inner child aspect of yourself that is deeply intuitive, imaginative and creative. Now, as an insight card, the Knight of Cups is basically saying what's coming on behind the scenes. There are offers and opportunities that are shaping up for you that you can't see as yet, and you can't see them as yet because you're looking at life in one completely linear way. When you open up your broader senses, you'll be able to see how many better applications there are for whatever challenges and even whatever blessings might come your way. You know, sometimes, as an example, right, if you give two people, I was going to say like a block of cheese, that's such a bad example. But yeah, all right, so if you give two people a block of cheese, one person will just be like, well, you know, it's a block of cheese, I'll put it on some crackers. The other person could say, well, you know what, I'm going to split mine into four, and one I'm going to make a salad out of, and the other one I'm going to do this, and the other one I'm going to put on top of cheese on toast. And do you know what I mean? That's a really poor example. I'm very sorry, but nothing else came to mind. When I say, if you approach things through that intuition, imagination and creativity, the chances are you will get so much more out of everything that's offered. And also any opportunities that come to you this week where you do get to tap into that inner child sort of energy, go along with it. Anything that's going to tap into your spiritual or intuitive side, go along with it. This is a week for you to approach things in completely different ways. And it's going to be through those faculties. All right. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care. I'll see you soon.